tonight on TVN. While the Masters tradition of great gig concerts continues, Josh Edghill and Rio Imanishi dive into this year's concert featuring one musician's debut performance of Prince's Purple Rain. We'll see how she and other first-time performers are carrying on this decade-long Masters tradition. How did it feel to listen to a survivor's story in that confined space and then see real Nazi-era artifacts in the accompanying exhibition? Gus Creech, Devan Patel, and Jessie Grant report with insights from exhibit manager Jori Reiken and Masters students. Rio Imanishi sits down with members from the 2024 Nobel Peace Prize-winning group Nihon Hidankyo, who shared first-hand accounts of the Hiroshima bombing and their global call to end nuclear warfare. Finally, TVN sits down with recruited senior athletes Alex Thorne, Nicholas Mutsatzes, Teresa Horvatova, and Julissa Cassiano to find out what it really takes to balance academics and athletics at a high level. All this and more next.
Wait, could you guys go to camera 3, please?
Is everyone ready?
Good evening, and welcome to the Tower Broadcast Newsroom. My name is Gus Creech.
And I'm Zara Charles, and today we're recapping and following the latest news. But sadly, this is my last episode serving as TBN executive producer. Thank you so much to TBN for everything.
Before we get started on the news, we wanted to thank Azaria for the amazing 2 years for service as TBN's executive producer. Thank you, Zari, for the dedicated leadership and mentorship throughout the past year. We cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. We now welcome Ryan Lim as the new executive producer alongside me for the next school year.
Thanks, Gus. Glad to be on board. A moving Holocaust exhibit in the form of a cattle car made the trip to Masters. Over the span of 3 days, members of the Masters community got the chance to explore the emotional display as well as dozens of artifacts from World War II. Gus Creech and Devan Patel with more.
It's not every day that a piece of Holocaust history rolls onto your school campus, but for 3 days, students and others took the opportunity to explore the unique experience. The exhibit was stationed by the IEC.
Behind me is a replica cattle car. This is used to teach about the Holocaust. We have a 360 video that has 2 Holocaust survivors sharing their stories, and then it moves into more of a documentary style video. Inside the cattle car, you'll hear from 2 Holocaust survivors. Their names are Hetty and Nate. We have a collection of about 25 artifacts, and we have a docent that goes through the artifacts with each class.
This form of teaching it was very intuitive and interesting, and it really does get you to take away, that message still, even though there are, you can't maybe hear them in person anymore. It immortalizes it, right?
Even though it was a very tragic experience, I feel like actually seeing it was very different from reading in books, and I think it gave me a better understanding of everything that happened.
The cattle cars are spaces originally meant to be used for animals, but during the Holocaust they were used for people. We get about groups of 25 students in the cattle car at any given time, but during the Holocaust they would put as many people that could fit in there. That number would have been between 80 and 100 people.
It was very moving, I'd have to say. It was very emotional. I was fortunate enough to go with my mom just now, and we went to the cattle car, and really the darkness as well as the loud audio really created a very profound experience. Listening to the different survivors tell their stories about their families and what happened to them, it was very emotional.
The cattle car exhibit was not just a lesson in history, it was a chance to remember the lives lost from the Holocaust. This was Gus Creech, reporting for Tower Broadcast News.
I'm so glad we got that chance to see such an emotional exhibit like that, especially on campus.
I agree. I can't believe Masters got the opportunity to host the cattle car exhibit.
The 2024 winners of the Nobel Peace Prize visited Masters for a day last week. The Japanese group Nihon Hidankyo aims to spread awareness to the horrors of nuclear warfare. Rio Imanishi has more with an exclusive interview with 2 of the group's members.
A powerful moment at the Masters School where history, humanity, and a call for peace come together. The 2024 Nobel Peace Prize winners Nihon Hidankyo visited campus, delivering a message of the horrors and destructions of the 1945 atomic bombing on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Two of the survivors presented to Dr. Fish's international relations class, sharing personal stories of the attack.
私は、広島に落とされた原爆で昨日のことのように思えるんですね。そういう意味でやはり原爆がある限り私にはまだ戦争終わってないという、私は母親のお腹の中で3ヶ月の時に原爆が落とされました。で父親が仕事をしに爆心地から500メートルのところに出かけて、そのまま帰らぬ人となって亡くなりました。
私は9ヶ月だったので、覚えてないんですけども、15歳の姉ちゃんにおんぶされて被爆から 2.5 キロで被爆しました。2.5 キロ。
おばあちゃんが広島で体験したことを絵本にしたんですけど、それを、朗読して学校で朗読するようになって、その後に私の被爆体験を話すという、そういうことでスタートしました。
証言を聞いてもらって、戦争や平和について考えて行動してほしい。
やはり原爆が落とされたのが80年前ですよね。みんなもう忘れてしまうって。私たちは今も原爆は使っちゃいけない、核兵器は使っちゃいけないということを伝えています。やはり多くの人がやっぱりそこから学んでほしい。で学校でも教育の中でそういった核兵器は使っちゃいけないんだということを教えてほしいと。やっぱり記憶っていうことをね、どう伝えていくのか、そこが一番大事なところだというふうに思ってましたので、学校教育、また自分自身学んでいく中でそういうことを掴んでほしいなというふうに思います。私たちは原爆がゼロにならないと安心できないのですよね。そのことを世界の人に訴えていきたいなというふうに思います。
As the world continues to grapple with the rising tensions and threats of nuclear warfare, the voices of Nihon Hidankyo serve as a warning and a beacon. This was Felipe Queiroz reporting for Tower Broadcast News.
Still spreading their message 80 years later. Truly inspiring.
Yeah, it's truly heartbreaking to hear those stories.
The annual tradition of Great Gig has just taken place. Students performed Prince's hit album, Purple Rain. The performance garnered a crowd that filled the Claudia Botcher Theater. Let's take a look at the performance now with Josh and Rio.
Great Gig is a Masters tradition dating back for more than a decade. This year, for their rendition of Prince's Purple Rain, we'll be looking at the performance through the lens of first-time performer Amelie Bulgaria.
Great Gig is when all of the bands come together to perform different songs from one album that they pick, and it kind of like brings together all the different bands in the DOPA department into one big performance. I think like the cool thing about Great Gig is kind of how all of these other bands are kind of doing their own thing for most of the year, but this like takes musicians from like all different bands and all different like singing groups and like puts them together into different songs. We just had a rehearsal and we had like singers from 49 Clinton and a bunch of kids who played trumpet from jazz bands, some violin players who we'd never met before, and we were all just playing together. So it definitely brings like the Masters community to life. Like from the perspective of a guitarist, for me the hardest thing has been soloing, because this is like the only performance I've had to do really where you have to make up and write your own solo. And then like really the effects and like the like accents of all the music, especially for the pianists and the violinists, like they have to put like specific accents on things, which like you don't realize it, but it like makes a huge difference. I think all the like small touches that people add towards the end is what like brings everything together. It's like underrated.
We're excited to see how Amelie and all the other freshman performers continue to grow throughout their next 3 years in Great Gig.
Speaking as someone who attended the performance, that was a great job.
It must be a real commitment to take all the time to set up the sets and practice all those songs with so many musicians and singers.
After 12 years of working here at the Masters School, Dr. Rob Fish is moving on to St. Mark's School in Massachusetts. TBN spoke with Dr. Fish, students, and administrators on the lasting impact he is leaving on the school. Here are Ryan Lim and William Sun with more.
Dr. Robert Fish, the Dean of Global Studies, Freshman Class Dean, golf coach and dorm director, is leaving after 12 years of teaching. Through his work, he has helped countless students, especially the boarding and international community. TBN talked with students Cassie He and Hassan Saad, as well as Administrator Miss Laura Danforth and Mr. Peter Newcomb, to ask about the impacts Dr. Fish has had on the community.
For Dr. Fish, there's no job too small and no job too big. For Dr. Fish, 4 p.m. is half day, unlike some people that were 12 o'clock is half day.
Dr. Fish has really mentored and led a number of initiatives at Masters that have benefited both students and faculty.
With being especially a dorm parent and working with international students, I really love that I've been able to work with students as a whole student, including their academic side, but not just their academic side, to be both strict, but strict in a way that is kind of loving. It's a recognition that there's influences on them that I might not fully understand. There's experience that I might have or be having. What I need to do is I need to approach them with a mindset that I want to learn from them and I want to listen to them.
We're like friends, but he's also like my parents. When we were in Japan, he, whenever we see a fish on the wall, he would be like, oh, take a picture of me. So we walk along and try to find all the fishes in Japan.
Dorm Olympics wearing nail polish and dyed hair for his role as a Cushing dorm parent, or getting jug of water dumped on him as part of it, and actually getting a concussion from that last year. He's just had such energy and brought such joy.
My relationship with Dr. Fish goes back because he wasn't just my advisor, he was also my dorm parent. Funny story I have with Dr. Fish was, Dr. Fish told us if we win Dorm Olympics, we can dump the water jug on him. The lid hit Dr. Fish's head and he got a concussion.
The boys threw the water on his head, but then he got injured. But to witness that, it was just such a love for him.
Take care of the people around you. That would be the message Dr. Fish would leave us.
It would be to appreciate the cultures of others, the education and learning that comes with interacting with those that are different from ourselves.
I think that he would say, do it with them might, be all in, and be powers for good in the world.
An influence I hope I've had on many students is that they can develop both the confidence to say what they need to say, to do what they need to do, to try things, and even when they do badly, to get up and do things again, and to understand they have a power to influence the world around them.
After 12 years, the Masters community has truly felt the warmth and passion Dr. Robert Fish has put into his work. Beloved by the entire school, Masters wishes him only the best with his future endeavor at the St. Mark's School. This is William Sun, reporting for the Tower Broadcast News.
I'll really miss Dr. Fish. He's truly been a role model for me.
Yeah, I'll forever miss him as the 9th grade class dean.
Following years of dedicated work, 4 of our very own student athletes will be continuing their athletic journey on the collegiate level. TBN correspondents Zari, Ben, Anna, and Mason found out more.
For 4 senior athletes, their dreams came true when they got offers from college coaches to continue to play their sport at the collegiate level. Their main consideration when choosing the right school was balance. Committed seniors Jalissa Cassiano, Teresa Hovartova, Alex Thorne, and Nicholas Mustastos explain their journey as student athletes for committing to the right college.
Vassar College was really important to me for continuing my squash career because it was really the intersection of what I wanted in life. I'm a student athlete, I'm a student and an athlete. I want a mix of both. Vassar had the academic rigor I was looking for along with the sports I was looking for.
Academically, Amherst was a favorite school that I got an offer from. I just really liked their open curriculum and academics they offered. And as a track team, it was probably the best sprints team that I got an offer from.
Iona University was a standout to me to continue my career and my education. Wasn't expecting to get the offer when I had gotten it, and I had said yes on the spot, and it was the best feeling in the world. I felt on top of the moon.
The big thing that helped me make my decision to go to Manhattan University is they are a Division I school, which is the highest collegiate athlete level you could be at.
My high school experience has prepared me both academically and athletically in so many ways. I mean, athletically, it's just made me mentally so resilient, and it's prepared me to just face any challenges that I come across. And Academically, well, the Master's School has definitely prepared me to go into a classroom and be confident in what I know and what I can learn and apply. What will I miss most about my high school community? Probably the environment that Masters has to offer. You know, you walk around campus and everyone has a smile on their face. It's just such a beautiful environment, and it's just so warm and welcoming.
We have a really good culture. Everybody wants to help everybody improve, and you know, we're just a funny group. We're always joking around. It's just a great group to be around. Masters has definitely prepared me well for their academics. I got to sit in a couple classes at Amherst, and I definitely felt prepared going into them. So Masters has done a great job at that. For track, we've had really good coaching. All of our coaches have either competed in college or professionally, and they've given me that knowledge to be able to train and focus on my own and understand what the college level is like.
I find that I center myself when I play sports. It really helps me keep focused. It makes my academics better, makes my social life better, it makes me a better person when I'm playing sports. So I was very excited to know that I'd be playing for another 4 years. It's definitely going to be a step up, but I think Masters and Vassar have prepared me very well to at least go seek out more help, more court time, more work on my own, and it'll really help me step up my game to the next level. In college, it's going to be a lot more about like purpose-driven results. I'm excited to play like really top-level guys and really challenge myself.
What really helped me is the support I get from my teachers, especially here at Masters. I would say it's a lot of discipline, because after school you have practice, then you have to come back from the practice. You still have to do your homework. They gave me the support that I needed, knowing that I was at a competition at swimming.
Their journey serves as an inspiration to future student athletes in the Masters community, proving that with dedication and perseverance, it's possible to achieve one's goals while balancing the demands of both sports and academics.
Congratulations to the 4 athletes on such an incredible accomplishment.
Teresa, Nick, Julissa, Alex, we wish you nothing but the best in college and beyond.
In this just in, Sarah Christie has just committed to Oberlin College. We can't wait to see what she does there for track. And that's all we have time for here tonight on Tower Broadcast News. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to subscribe to Tower Broadcast News on YouTube and follow @MastersTower on Instagram.
Thank you to everyone who helped make this segment possible. Stay tuned for more school and local community coverage. I'm Ryan Lim.
And I'm Gus Creech. From all of us here on the TBN staff, have a great night.